Greetings, Bob Lee here with Relic Rescue USA. These are freshwater snail shells, and back in the 1880s, this was the surface material for this historic road. It was the main thoroughfare for this part of the county, and of course nowadays it probably only sees 7 or 8 cars a day. Where we are heading, if you follow the road as far as you can see, and just as it goes around that far curve, there's an old farmhouse to the right, and that's where Chris and I are going to be bottle digging. I'm standing in the front yard of the farmhouse, and it is not the original construction that it would have been, say, back to the early 1900s, which is when we believe it was built. The exterior and the interior have all been renovated. The only thing that remains is the heartwood pine, and the interior that was put together with cut or otherwise called square nails. But something else stands out about this home as far as being able to judge its age if you were just driving by. I want you to take a look at this massive magnolia tree. It would not surprise me that that tree was here back in 1900. The other, what is normally a hedge, but is really a tree, is this podocarpus to the left. That's a woody ornamental, and it's normally used as a decorative hedge, trimmed up to about 5 or 6 feet high. But this particular tree is probably close to 30 feet. It is massive at the trunk, and I believe it goes way back. So I'm in the backyard. Previously, I have already probed it out. I found what I believe are several, hopefully old trash dumps just to the right of the swimming pool. And so that's where Chris and I are going to begin, and we're going to see what we come up with. So we've probed this whole backyard out. We were hoping to find the old outhouse, maybe a trash dump. Got a lot of crunchy material here, about 3 feet deep. We dug it out. All we could come up with were 1973 bottles, 3 Pepsi bottles, in fact. That's not what we're interested in, and we covered it back up. However, over near where you see Chris digging now, down about 2 feet, felt really good and crunchy with the probe, and now it looks like we've moved back about 50 years in time. And this was our first bottle out of that hole, and it says Richard Hudnut Perfumer, New York. It is machine made, but hey, it's nicely embossed. And on the bottom you can see what we call a boxed O, an O within a square. And so that means that this bottle was made by Owens Glass sometime between 1915 and 1929. So that's closer to the time area where we want to be.
That's not brand new.
Yeah, let's see. He also, yeah, he's right. That's an old plate. That's a good sign. Lots of rust on it. He also pulled out a plain bed, cork top.
It's can fused to dish.
Can fused to dish?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
Let me see.
It's not brand new stuff, I'll tell you that.
We got a little bit of a mixture going on here. If we could get the bottom of that plate, we might be able to see the manufacturer's mark and get a better idea of the time frame.
Popped right out my hand.
That's okay. Let's see another. It's a plain med. It is machine made.
Broken.
Yeah, that thing's broken.
I think I broke it. Sorry.
It's all right. No, I think that was already broken.
Okay.
That's the crown top there. Well, that was, yeah, that was broken a long time ago. You can tell right here. There's nothing fresh. Maybe fresh on this edge, but over here is broken a long time ago. Once I open this hole up, I'm going to try to get the camera down there so you can see what we're doing. Just pulled out another plain, a slick bottle. Although this one is aqua in color, still got the top on it. It does have a maker's mark on it. I'm not familiar with this one. I haven't. It's going to be machine made, but I think it's more primitive. You can tell by the kind of the striations here, the circular striations on the bottom. The good thing that Chris and I really like about this hole is that it's soft sand. There's no roots, there's no bricks. And so we're going to continue to play
Right there in the sidewall. Yeah, it's nice and loose.
And let me hand it to Chris. Ooh, that's nice embossing on there. My,
That's
Lysol.
okay.
Yeah, but that's a look at the color in there. It may be machine made, but I think that's a keeper right there. Nice color.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of writing on the bottom.
Let's see, Lysol Incorporation, made in USA. The D18 is going to be the mold number, probably. It is a cork top, a little flea bite right there. It is. I see some. I think this is really primitive, machine made, maybe early. Yeah, I'm going by that edge right here. I don't think it's blown in a mold, but I think it's early machine made, 1915. Hey, gonna hit the pause button for just a moment to thank some of my viewers who correctly identified the mystery broken bottle in my last bottle digging video as a pumpkin seed whiskey flask. Double thumbs up. Now back to this video and to a large piece of a plate that Chris and I just pulled out of the ground. So there's the pattern, very colorful. And there's the manufacturer's mark. So Union Tea, made in Czechoslovakia. I just looked this up. It was manufactured 1920s, 1930s, which fits in within the time frame of all the other bottles we've been pulling out of this hole. Okay guys, we got bottles pouring out of the ground. Most of them are 1915, 1929, and a lot of them are meds that are slicks. But just pulled one out. Check this out. It's embossed.
I do.
Nice embossing.
That's really good.
And let's see, it says Horlicks, Trade M&M, Mark, Malt Milk. No, excuse me, malted milk. So I'm assuming that's a chocolate?
Yeah. You know what malted milk bowls are?
Yep.
It'd be similar to that.
And in Wisconsin. All right, you can talk all you want. Okay, guys, look. The homeowner standing over here has corrected me. Looks like this wasn't malted milk. This would be malted milk balls. And some of the malted milk balls apparently are still in there. I don't think we want to try eating them, do we, Lisa? No. So if you look close, there you go. There they are.
That is so cool.
How about that? Still in the bottle. Heavily embossed. It's in perfect condition. It looks like there would have been a label. There was a label on the back. You can just see it a little bit here. All right, so that's a neat bottle.
This place is just solid bottles.
Okay, Chris, got another one. That one's embossed.
It's same thing. Graduated.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Another medicine. It's
Well, I
got
thought
a
it had
6
writing on it.
It's like the one we found that had the 2. This has a 6. So I'm
Gotcha.
going to assume ounces.
Yeah. It says Illinois instead of the diamond with a little tiny eye in it. You can't even hardly see it. That's Illinois glass. So this was made between 1915 and 1929. The bottom looks really crude from the mold. Okay, so we just got a small milk glass jar tumbled out. And my guess would be a mentholatum. It's hard for y'all to see, but it's Whitehall and Tatum Company. And so you've heard me talk about them before. They were the ones who were Quakers. It would not allow any spirits to be put in any of their jars. But anyway, so the bottles are just coming out of the ground. This is and we had found one before, a Dirkley's salad dressing. This bottle's in a little better shape. And it has the patent date on it of April 17th, 1877. But it's still a machine-made bottle. Now, I have found several of these that are pre-machine made on another site, but very cool. Okay. This one just tumbled out of the hole. It's a cork top. I can just barely see some embossing. I'm going to hand it to Chris. Nice embossing.
Laney Chemical Company, New York.
Another New York bottle. Oh, that's very nice.
That is beautiful.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's it.
What are you supposed
It
to
is
do?
machine made, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, this one just fell out. Ooh, I can feel it. It's got some embossing.
Oh, something along the top. Lavarus.
I have not a clue.
That's all it says.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
it had
there's
more
stuff on the
than
bottom. Lavarus Chemical Company.
that. You know what it is?
I think it's Laboris mouthwash bottle.
Oh, Lavoris. Okay.
Oh, is that it?
I think that's what it is.
We have the homeowner with us today, and she believes it's Lavoris. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Lavarus. Okay, thank you.
Very
You're
cool.
welcome.
Different just tumbled out of the hole. Just actually the sidewall. Is that that's an ancient, oh, that's a battery. Yeah, there you go. That's, oh, I just smeared it. I just smeared it with my hand.
Oh.
Oh, that's an old one, all right.
Yeah, the label's not hold up. It's ever ready, but that's an old one. That's leaked out a long time ago.
Yeah.
Hey, here's one right here. Let's see.
I can tell if it says Ludens. It looks kind of like it might, but I don't want to.
You remember what I was telling you, Chris, about the French's mustard?
Oh my God.
You got one?
Here's one in perfect condition. I guarantee it's a French's mustard. Very difficult to find one of these bottles intact. They're very fragile. But the patent date should be 1915. Here with that bottle. I've dug a bunch of them, but I think that one is totally intact.
15.
1915. Yep.
Yeah, that's neat. Right there. It's a French's.
Yeah, that's in good shape too.
Beauty.
All right, and we got another one.
It's an amber, and it has embossing on it.
Nice. It's graduated.
Graduated. Yeah.
Yeah, It's just a graduated bottle. There's no letters, unfortunately.
There's a 3VI on the right. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the 3VI. Yeah, so that there were several variants of this bottle. Okay, it's noontime. Chris and I are wrapping it up. That's about enough digging for us for one day. We have covered the hole back up, and these are the bottles we took out of the hole. Nothing pre-machine made, but the homeowner is tickled. Isn't that right, Lisa?
Yeah.
She's standing behind me just off camera. Well, Chris and I had talked about wrapping it up and heading on home, but the more we got to thinking about it, we figured maybe we need to do a little bit more probing. And so we did. We probed all around behind the swimming pool and along this tree line you see right here. Then we ended up going back into the woods, which is on the north side of the house. So we ended up right back here. Here's the hole. We haven't gone very deep in it. And these are the bottles we've gotten out of it. We did get this med here that is Ballard Snow Liniment Company, St. Louis, Missouri. It's machine made. Okay, so this is the bottle that we just dug that's giving Chris and me some hope that we're finally in the right spot. It's a Chamberlain's liniment, no embossing on the opposite side. The only thing on the bottom is number 3, which is the mold number. But if you look at the top, the seam stops right here. The lip was hand applied. So this was blown in the mold. It's a good heavy bottle. It's got a lot of heft to it. So we're starting to get back in time a little bit. We're going to come back for another day and wrap it up for now. Hey guys, good morning. It's day 2 of our dig here at the farmhouse, and actually a week later. Got Andy with me today. He's a friend of the homeowner. Chris is here. We're starting back in the hole where we dug out that Chamberlain liniment. We got one that just tumbled out. This is it right here. And it's got nice embossing on it.
Lots of writing on it. Red Cross
Really?
Remedies. Yeah.
Now that's one I've never heard of.
Cash Brothers Drug Company, manufacturers, Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, that's a nice one. That's a first for us. Look, I'm trying to get it right with the light for you all, but if you watch, you see the seam comes up, disappears right here at the neck. It is blown in the mold. Yes, that's a nice bottle. Just to bring you up to speed, we've probably been here, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour. I've only got that one bottle we showed you earlier. A bunch of broken bottles. This is what we've got so far. And it's a mixture of early machine made and also blown in the mold. We've got this, pretty sure, an old beer, and you can look at the top of that and you can tell that's a golden oldie. And we just pulled out something really interesting. Gonna let Chris show us. What do we got, Chris?
It's the top for a potbelly stove.
Yeah, there we go.
It sits like that, and that's where the handle would go to lift it out.
Yeah, we're going back in time. I think we're right at that break-even point between machine made and pre-machine made, which is okay. And we're gonna keep going, but we've got to a part in the hole now where they fired it off. So a lot of the bottles are broken. We're hoping to get away from the fire, and maybe we'll start to get more intact bottles coming out. Just came out with this big, looks like a conch. Apparently they must have eaten pretty well. They spent some time around the beach. And what do you think, Chris?
Oh yeah, nice.
Chris, your wife is collecting these and cleaning them up. Is that what she's doing with them?
Yep.
Yeah, this is the third one we've got out of this hole, but that's the largest one. That's different. Okay, one just came out, and it is looks like a med. It's a cork top, and it almost dropped it on the tool, Bob.
And it's got some lettering on it. Now, what did you want? A liniment bottle?
Yeah.
Ballard Smith, St. Louis Liniment Company.
We found a Ballard.
Yeah,
Wild.
sounds familiar. The Ballard Snow.
But the seam stops right here at the base of the neck. It's blown in the mold. It's a nice aqua.
I'd rather be famous for
Okay, we just pulled this. This one came out of the hole. I didn't have a chance to show it to you.
Got a name on it?
Oh, it has embossing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a slug plate. Yeah. How about that? Can you? I can't quite make out what it says.
In this light,
Maybe I can.
NYAL quality. Nile quality.
Well, say you, Lisa. You gave
Yeah.
some good advice the other day. Lisa, our homeowner's standing off camera.
NYAL.
She's a little
How
shy.
would you pronounce it?
Nile?
Yeah, Nile quality.
Nile quality? Would that have been a precursor to NyQuil?
NyQuil? I don't know. Okay, now you guys can see it. Yeah. And if any of you all have any ideas on what the contents of this bottle would have been, please comment. All right. Got something maybe the homeowner can use in her kitchen. What do you think, Lisa?
I don't think I would cook in
You
it.
think it's a little long in the tooth?
I think so.
It's
Maybe
So what do we call that? Enamel? That metal?
No, it's porcelain, it looks like.
Porcelain?
It may have been porcelain. I could be wrong.
Really?
I think it's enamel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with enamel,
Kind of a metal enamel on it. What say you, Andy? Do you know?
but we could be wrong.
With a tin can inside.
It's got, you know, it's metal with that kind of a hard baked exterior, which I thought was enamel, but I'm not an expert on. This is a different pattern.
Different patterns.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I've seen the spec.
Almost kind of, the white's kind of drippy like,
Yeah.
splatter coat almost.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Nothing on the bottom that I can see.
So here's a fun fact. When porcelain is baked onto metal, it is known as porcelain enamel. So, as it turns out, Lisa, Chris, and me, all three of us, were right. We've dug this section of the hole about as good as we can do. And now we've come to an old concrete pipe. I'm not sure what that's about, but now we're going to fill it in and go to the other side. So let me show you what we've done so far. This is the hole. It's probably 4.5, 5 feet going this way, maybe 3 this way, down about 2, 2.5. We've got a concrete pipe. Now we're going to fill this in and move all this debris out of the way, and we're going to start digging right here. Unfortunately, when we got to the middle of the hole, they had numerous fires. Everything was melted and broken. Oh, so sad. This is a crier here. This is a part of a crock. We picked up some other pieces to it. This is a melt glass jar. It's broken. Various other broken bottles. And this, we believe, is a battery with a carbon core. We've pulled out 4 or 5 of these. Just taking a wild guess, it may have been used to light the house with some dim lighting way back in the early 1900s. Not sure if anybody has an idea what this might have been used for. Please comment. I wanted you all to be able to see where we are digging in relation to the house. Obviously the house is behind me. We're on the north side. And there they are. There's Chris and Andy. And we have already moved that debris pile off, and we're fixing to dig it out on the opposite side of that pipe. We just found a super crier, guys. Check this out. All right, Chris.
Oh,
It looks like a crock, right?
yep, definitely.
Chris is an expert on crocks. Does it fit?
It fits.
Oh, yikes. Beautiful.
Look at that.
I like the top on that, man. That's really
That is nice.
That is gorgeous.
That is a beautiful color too.
Is there any writing on it?
I doubt it.
Yeah. Most of them did not have writing.
Most of them, it was usually ink. Very rarely did they have any embossing. Wait a second. Look at that.
Oh, it's stamped.
I gotta clean it out.
Well, lynch is definitely the second word. The first word, it looks like it's incomplete. I can't really tell. I think
Wow.
that one can and should be put together. Finishing up today, the homeowner said we can leave the hole open. That means we don't have to cover it up and then dig it out again, which is saves Chris and me a lot of time. And Chris is just finishing up now. And that's our new shard pile over there on the other side of the hole. This is our take for this afternoon. We found the pieces to some excellent bottles. Unfortunately, they were either melted or broken. But hey, that's just how it is.